These bullshit ways. Can't you see I'm blazing? Still my heart is blazing. If the words kill me, I don't need you.
Guilty Gear.
Scrap. Gotta change the output. Making it do full screen and I can't minimize. Hold on. Yeah, you're probably wondering, like, why am I playing this? I'm like, I want to play something. Just need something for a couple hours before I go back to Genshin. Do my dailies. Go to sleep. Tomorrow I gotta do some more stuff. And tomorrow I'm gonna start up Ender Lilies. And Sunday I got a party to go to. And Saturday, Friday, Monday just chill, and then Tuesday go back to work. Give me a second to fix this. Like I said, I think the settings got messed up. Downloaded the latest patch. I probably won't play this that long. Maybe like 2 hours at most. I don't even know if the online's gonna be good because I have a Wi-Fi connection. It's gonna be fucking ass. And if it's ass, I'm definitely not gonna play. Let me see if it works. I can't play this in 4K because the game flips the fuck out.
Okay.
What's up, Shuba? How you doing? Yeah, playing Guilty Gear. I'm bored. Something to play. Can you hear me, dude? You should be able to hear me. I got my mic back. My friend had it in his car and he brought it back today. Yeah, still just bored. A little laggy. What's laggy? The stream is laggy? What do you mean? What do you mean it's laggy? What are you talking about? You're kicked off. I don't fucking care about that. It's Celestial and people shit. Celestial's meaningless in this game. Oh, I see. Hey, play this thing again. Think it's fine. Well, I'm just testing it to see how the connection is. It might be bad. It might be good. We'll see. We will find out shortly. I don't know. I will say a lot of people dropped off in this game. Been watching the stream numbers. They've been dropping a lot. I think it's down to like half as many. A lot of people are going back to the original games, which doesn't surprise me. Doesn't surprise me at all. I mean, I'll be honest, until there's new characters, there's nothing for me. Like, I've played this as much as I want to play it, you know, like, I'm just bored. I just need something to play before I play Genshin. Because I've done, yeah, don't be surprised. The netcode's probably going to be ass, because it's wireless.
Man, I knew that.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's probably because of the connection. Yeah, it's just laggy for no reason. What's going on? Let's just review this connection. It's probably fine. We can stop it. So slow. I'm gonna try with another person. But yeah, if it's because my internet, it's because it's wireless. This is terrible. I'm definitely gonna quit this game if that's the case. Because when I streamed Genshin, it wasn't this bad. I don't know why it's so laggy. It's just running in slow-mo. I don't know why.
Sweet dreams.
It's not my computer. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. It runs fine in normal mode, but it's... I don't know what's going on. What's up, Raiden? How you doing? Yeah, I don't know what's going on. If I'm gonna try to fight somebody else, but yeah, that was just awful. I might not be able to play this game because my netcode, my wireless is that bad. Like, it's not that my wireless is slow. My wireless is actually pretty damn fast. But there's so much lag. Like, there's no lag when I'm playing the game. Like, outside of the match, it's fine. But inside the match, like, forget it. Let's try something. I'm gonna try something. Give me a second. I'm gonna try changing my screen resolution. It might be the. It might be the. It might be the. Screen resolution. Let me try something. Let me try changing something. Give me a second. I'm gonna change my screen resolution to a different display. I don't know if it's because I have it set to 4K, it's causing it to lag. I might need to set it to 1080p. Just trying something. Give me a second. Let's see if it works. Alright. If that doesn't work, then yeah, it's my connection. I really don't know what it is. If it's like literally, if it's because I'm playing on Wi-Fi, the game is gonna treat me that way. Like, it's not like my Wi-Fi is bad, you know. Like I said, I have pretty fast Wi-Fi. Like, it's consistent too. I tested yesterday. I was streaming and it ran really good on stream. Like, I played the Genshin Impact and there was no issues. But this might not play on, because when I see everybody play Wi-Fi on this, it's always problems with the connection. So it might be one of those things I just can't play this game on Wi-Fi. If that's the case, then I'm just gonna quit. I mean, I'm not gonna play. If all of my matches are that fucking slow, yeah, you can't play the game like that. That's just fucking Jesus. That's terrible. But it might be because of the resolution. Because they said you can't play this game in 4K because it causes the game to lag. So I know my screen was set to 4K, so I'm changing it to 1080p. So I'm wondering if that'll fix the problem. You can play this game at 1080p fine. 1080p works fine. But 4K, don't play this game at 4K. It runs really bad. There's a lot of lag. That could have been the reason why it was happening. Until they fix it, because they said there's something to do with the way the game runs in that resolution. It causes a lot of lagging. I don't know why. It's like the effects cause, like, especially the counter hit, makes the whole game just slow down for no reason. It doesn't do it on the PS5 version. It only does it on the PC version. I have 32 gigs of RAM, dude. I have 32 gigs of RAM. I have a GeForce GTX 1080 Ti. I have a Ryzen 7 3700X 8-core 3.7 gigahertz processor. I got NVMe solid state drive. I don't have cheap components, dude.
Okay.
Yeah, trust me. Believe me, I don't have cheap components. I promise, I don't. Let's see what happens. I just think it's a 4K thing, so I'm gonna change it to 1080p. I just want to see if it actually makes a difference. If it doesn't, then if it's still the same shit, then it's I just can't play this game online. I mean, and I'm not gonna sweat it. I'm not interested in this game until the characters I want coming out and until they fix the game. Because I think the game is gonna drop off faster than people think. It's okay for now, but I think the game is gonna die quicker than people think. A lot of the Guilty Gear veterans don't or stop playing it already. Yeah, I only have Wi-Fi. Right. I don't have wired connection, but we just testing the theory. If it's laggy as shit, see, it's not lagging now. It could have been the person too. See, when it was loading before, when the bird was loading, it was like going super slow.
Heaven or hell. No need to think of excuses. It's only natural that I'll win.
We'll see.
Sure,
Okay,
but you might want to start brainstorming.
Mia versus Leo. Duel 1. That's a slap.
Yeah, it was probably. I'm guessing it was the resolution. I think it was the resolution. Yeah, don't play this in 4K, otherwise you get tons of problems. You gotta play at 1080.
That's a slap.
really weren't that bad, I guess.
Yeah, it's a lot less laggy. It's playing near flawless. This is how it should run.
I'm going to need a report when you wake up.
Mia wins.
Yeah, music's really good in this game. Shoot, that's definitely one of the reasons why I play this game. Alright, grab on
Even
the
having strength left. Mankind. Duel 1.
Sweet dreams.
Alright, no problem, Raiden. Have a good one.
Mankind knew that they could. Duel 1. Let's rock. Slap it!
I'm going to leave a report when you wake up.
Mia wins. Match. Duel 1. Let's rock.
Right.
Only two things in this world are insurmountable. A monster and dual what?
Yeah, it's picking up probably.
Focus on becoming if you have any strength left.
Perfect me twice in a row. I think that's enough. And you perfect me twice, I give up. Because I'm not going to be able to touch you. Yeah, this game bores me. It's like, it rewards people for playing really basic more than it does. You know, actually trying to do different shit. It really doesn't reward creativity.
Are you ready?
It's like I feel like when I play, just like I'm trying to do like really complicated shit. It doesn't work. Just do the basic bitch shit. You'll beat everybody. That's why I honestly don't play this game. Because I feel like it rewards people that are play basic more than it does people actually try to play Guilty Gear. So I get fed up with this fast. But yeah, sorry about the mic. Yeah, not much I can do about that. Suppose I turn the mic off. I can turn the mic off.
Welcome. Are you ready? Mankind new. Duel 1. Let's rock! Vortex! Counter! Gunplay! My way!
Got you!
Slap! Duel 2. Let's rock! Gunplay!
Got you! Get ready! This is the fun. Enough! Be gone!
He's heavy. Slap!
Sweet dreams.
Duel 1. Let's rock! I'm still real.
Screwed up.
Slap. Duel 3. Let's rock. Slap. What a bore. Duel 1. Let's rock. Gunplay! Organic Viper! Counter! Organic counter!
Got you. Be gone. Get ready.
Bandit Bringer!
You might live.
Son of a bitch. Slap. Duel 2. Let's rock. Bandit Bringer!
Got you.
Slap. Duel 3. Let's rock. Vortex! Counter!
Be gone. You might live. Sorry.
Disappear! Gunplay!
You might live. Sorry.
Yes! Slap!
Sweet dreams.
Duel 1. Let's rock! Master, what?
Well, eyes on you.
I don't Disappear!
Too late.
Duel 2. Let's rock! Here!
Be gone. Be gone. Well, you might live.
Slap!
You really weren't that bad, I guess.
Duel 1. Let's rock. Gunplay! Gunplay!
Be gone! Eyes on
Gunplay!
You might live. Time to work. Be gone!
Slap! Duel 2. Let's rock!
Got you!
That was heavy. Slap!
You should pay more attention.
Are you ready? Duel 1. Let's rock.
Recovering. Escape. Misjudged. Eyes on. Didn't see. Oh no. You're mine. Be gone. Right here. My knee is still intact.
Slap. Duel 2. Let's rock.
Advanced. Emergency measures. Recover, didn't see. Slow. Get ready. One. Be gone! Almost fading.
Slap.
Sweet dreams.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Not permitted. Watch him through. Enough. Recover. Adapted. Goodbye. Recovery. Well. Recuperate.
Slap.
Let's see where this goes.
Melia wins. Duel 2. Let's rock.
This out. Escape now. It's almost fading.
Slap.
Sweet dreams.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Eyes on it. Be gone. I'll strike you weak. Eyes on it. Escape. Eyes on it. Don't like this. Flight. Go. Right here. Battlefield state. Battlefield. Need to recuperate.
Slap.
Reporting exam results. You've got some.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Escape. No chance. Don't look away. Me?
Slap. Duel 3. Let's rock.
Slow. I'll knife you. Secure. Got you. Emergency measures. Venus. Go. Be gone. Recovery. Be gone. Battlefield. Get back over. Someone's fading.
Slap.
Sweet dreams.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Recovery. Trash. No chance. Slow. Escape. Emergency measures.
Slap. Duel 2. Let's rock.
Be gone! My footing. Right here. Recovery. Taking the offensive. Your judgment.
Slap. Duel 3. Let's rock.
My sword. Recovery. Battlefield stage. Recovery. Be gone! Be gone! Such a sign. Playtime's over. Venus, your mark. Battlefield stage.
Slap.
We can go home now. Let's go.
Man. Duel 1. Let's rock.
Eyes on. Slow. Escape. Escape. Emergency measures. No chance. Please. Not that. No. Cool down.
Slap. Duel 2. Let's rock.
Eyes on. I'm sorry. I didn't win any.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Well. Slow. Recovery. Sorry. Take still intact.
Slap.
Let's see where this is.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Escape. Right here. Eyes on. Spacing. Eyes on. Well. Battlefield square. Knowledge and feet.
Slap.
You really weren't that bad, I guess.
Mankind. Duel 1. Let's rock. Slap. Duel 2. Let's rock.
Got you. Too late.
Eyes on me.
Recovering.
No chance. We'll strike you down.
Enough. Situation clear.
Positive. First match.
No judgment.
Slap. Duel 3. Let's rock.
Be gone.
I'm sorry. Not ready.
Slap.
I didn't win anything. I'm just.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Well, be gone. Be gone.
Got you.
Perfect coordination.
Recuperate.
Slap. Duel 2. Let's rock.
Too late.
Suppressive fire! No bottle!
Pretty from bad.
Pierce! Right here!
Knowledge complete.
Slap.
Sweet dreams.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Not done. Me?
Slap. Duel 2. Let's rock.
Got you. Secure. Emergency measures. Mortal blast.
Slap.
go home now. Let's go.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Mankind knew that they cannot change society. So instead of reflecting on themselves, they blamed the beasts. Heaven or hell.
Let's have a fine duel.
Think you can catch me?
Milia versus Kai. Duel 1. Let's rock!
Be gone!
Stunned him!
Trap forward!
Have this! You're mine! Stunning! Slap for the holy order! You're mine!
I will
You're mine!
Slap! Duel 2. Let's rock!
How's this? DA clock! How's this? Have this! Behold my true strength!
Too late.
You're mine! I see you, DA clock! Embrace the light! Ride the lightning! I see you!
Slap!
You should pay more attention.
Mankind. Duel 1. Let's rock!
Slash!
Counter!
Have this! Now! Saw that! Trap him forward!
Slap!
Excuses are
Melia. With Duel 2. Let's rock!
DA clock! Now! Slash! Behold my true strike of this! Stun hitter! Fuja art! Fuja art! How's this? Fuja! Stop right there! There! Hey, there! Stun it! I see you! Now! Vapor thrust! Stun it! Bizarre! Ride the lightning!
Slap! I'm sorry.
You really weren't that bad, I guess.
Mankind knew that they cannot change society. So instead... Duel 1. Let's rock!
Through me? Slap! Have this! You're mine! There! How's this? Not happening! Stop right there! Stun it! You're back for the Holy Order! Now! Fuja art! You're mine! Stun hitter! DA clock! Now! Stun hitter! Now! An opening!
Slap! Duel 2. Let's rock!
Pardon me! Have this! You're mine! DA clock! For the Holy Order! Vapor thrust! Slash! Stun it!
sorry.
Ride the lightning!
Be gone. Rush
Slap! Duel 3. Let's rock!
I see you! Stop right there! Huh? Now!
Here I go.
Slap!
You really weren't that bad, I guess.
Mankind. Duel 1. Let's rock!
Stun it!
Counter!
DA clock! Not happening! Now! Stun it! I won't allow it! Saw that! Stun it! Now! There! Fluff! There! DA An opening! You give me no choice! Now! Stun it! Stun it! Stop right there! Have this! Stunned him! Yes! I see you!
Slap!
You should pay more attention.
Man. Duel 1. Let's rock!
I see you! Right there! Have this! What's this? What's this? I won't allow it! Stun it! Now! Have this! Stun it! Curses! Be gone! Food your art! Now! Have this! Be gone! Be gone! Embrace the light! Ride the lightning! I've got you now! Now!
Slap! Duel 2. Let's rock! Slap!
You really weren't that bad, I guess.
Mankind. Duel 1. Let's rock!
Slash! How's this? I won't allow it! How's this? Now!
Slap! Duel 2. Let's rock!
Stunned him! What's next? Have this! Food drop! Have this! What's next? Have this! Slap! You're mine! Good! I won't allow it!
Slap!
You should pay more attention.
Mankind knew that they cannot change society. Duel 1. Let's rock!
Stun Dipper! Stun Dipper! DI Clock! How's this?
Slap. Duel 2. Let's rock.
Stun dipper. I see you have this. DI clock.
Eyes on
First match.
He's on.
Stunning. How's this? Stop right there.
Be gone.
Stunning. Slap. You give me no choice.
Eyes on
There. Behold my true strength! I see you! Vapor thrust!
Slap.
You should pay more attention.
Mankind knew that they cannot. Duel 1. Let's rock.
Future art! Right there! I won't allow it!
Eyes on Got you.
Stunning! There! Have this! Vapor thrust!
Duel 2. Let's rock.
You're mine! How's this? Now! Not happening! Right there! You're mine! Saw that! Behold my true strength! Stunted! You're mine!
First match.
Now! Now! You're mine! I won't allow it! Resound! That's just a start! So through me? House for the Holy Order! Pardon me?
Slap. Duel 3. Let's rock.
Slash! Stun it! Stun it! I see you!
Slap.
You should pay more attention.
Mankind. Duel 1. Let's rock.
Eyes on Be gone. Got you.
How's this? DI pop! How's this? Stun it! Slash! Behold my true strength! I see you! Slash! Saw that! Have this! I won't allow it! Have this!
Be gone.
Resound! Ride the lightning!
You might live. Oh,
Slap.
Let's
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Future art!
too late.
Stun it! Now! You're mine! Future art! Stun it! Have this! Come forward! Have this!
You might live.
Dragon Star! Behold my true strength! How's this? DA Pop! Stun it! Stun Kipper! DA Pop!
Slap!
Sorry.
You should pay more attention.
Duel 1. Let's rock!
Behold my true strength! Stun it! Be gone! Stun it! Stop right there! Saber thrust! Stun it! Slash!
Slap! Duel 2. Let's rock!
There! We're mine! I'm there! How's this? Stun it! Have this! Stop right there! Victory's mine! I'm the lightning!
Tizzy, Sin, slap!
I'm sorry.
Sweet dreams.
Mankind knew that they... Duel 1. Let's rock!
Saber thrust! Stun it! You give me no choice! Saber thrust! Tip! You're mine! Stun it! Be gone! I'm there! Stun it! Behold! There! I see you! Saber thrust! Good!
Right here!
Oh yeah!
Slap! Duel 2. Let's rock!
Close your eye! Now! Slap! Stun it! Saber thrust! Saber thrust!
Right here! Right here!
Slap!
You should pay more attention.
Mankind knew that. Duel 1. Let's rock!
Have this! Stop right there! Have this! I'm there! Close your arm! Block! Slash! There! Stun it!
Eyes on you! Come forward!
Slap!
Reporting.
Duel 2. Let's rock!
An opening! You give me no choice! Tap this! Major thrust! Stop right there! Stun it! Slash! Stun it!
Slap!
Sorry.
Sweet dreams.
Mankind knew. Duel 1. Let's rock!
Saw that! Blow! Right there! Have this! Right there! How's this? Have this! Vapor thrust! Have this! Embrace the light! Ride the lightning! I won't allow it! Slash! Have this!
Slap! Duel 2. Let's rock!
There! How's this? DI clock! There! Slap! DI clock! Stop right there! I see you! An opening! I've got you now!
Slap! Duel 3. Let's rock!
DI clock! Stun dipper! There! Right there!
Time to work.
Right there! Have this! Vapor thrust! I won't allow it! Now! Stun it! Smooth your arm! Stun dipper!
Slap!
Sweet dreams.
Duel 1. Let's rock!
Right there! Smooth your arm! Block!
2. Let's rock.
Be gone! Eyes on you. You might live.
There! Vapor thrust! Right there! I believe! For the Holy Order!
Slap.
You really weren't that bad, I guess.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
There! Right there! Slash! Futon! Stun it! Stun it! DI clock! DI clock!
Be gone! It's over.
Slap. Duel 2. Let's rock.
Have this! Stop right there! Stun it!
Be gone! Too late. Be gone! Get ready!
Slap.
Sweet dreams.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
I see you! Vapor thrust! Pardon me?
Slap.
Next round.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
For the Holy
Eyes on you.
Saw that! Stunned it! Have this! There! How's this? There! For the Holy Order!
Slap!
Sweet dreams.
Mankind knew that they cannot change society. Duel 1. Let's rock!
Eyes on me.
You're mine! Future art! Stun kicker! Behold my true strength! Slap! Stun it! Finger thrust! An opening! Slow!
Screwed up.
Perfect! Duel 2. Let's rock!
Finger thrust! I will allow it! There! Stun it!
It's over.
Right there! You give me no choice! DI clock! I glow! Saw that! I will! There! I see you! Behold my true finger thrust!
Duel 3. Let's rock!
Finger thrust! I see you! I block! I see you! I see you! Saw that! Stun it! How's this? Have this! Stop right there! There! Slap! Saw that!
Slap!
Sweet dreams.
Melia wins. Duel 1. Let's rock!
Finger thrust! Have this!
Eyes on me.
Stun it! I will allow it! Stun it! Finger thrust! Right there! How's this?
Right here. Be gone.
Embrace the light! Ride the lightning!
You might live. Got you.
Slap! Duel 2. Let's rock!
Be gone. Eyes on me.
Behold my true strength! Future art! Stop right there! Future art!
It's over.
Right there!
I won't lose.
Stop right there!
Slap!
You really weren't that bad, I guess.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Eyes on me.
Have this! I see you! DI clock! I have this! Slash!
It's over.
Slap. Duel 2. Let's rock.
Move your heart! He lost it! Stun it! Slow! Have this! Saw that! You're mine! The holy order! What's this? I won't allow it!
You're mine. Right here. You're mine.
I've got you now! I dare stun it! Ah!
Slap.
You really weren't that bad, I guess.
Milia wins. Mankind knew that they cannot change society. Duel 1. Let's rock.
Come forward! How's this? Stop right there!
Slap. Duel 2. Let's rock.
Eyes on me.
I see you! You give me no choice!
Eyes on me.
I've got you now! Saw that! I see you! Have this! Stop right there!
Slap.
You really weren't that bad, I guess.
Fishing. Cool. Guilty Gear.
Sorry about that. I had to turn the mic off because the volume, the echoing sound. What's up, Red Comment? How you doing? Sorry, I was quiet when I was streaming, so people were saying the echo was really bad on the stream, so I disabled my mic. Yeah, my opinion of Guilty Gear is still the same. It's whatever. I really need to see if there's any other characters that come out that I actually might like. Melee is the only one that's remotely fun, I guess, for me. Because Potemkin doesn't do shit for me in this game. Yeah, I still think this game doesn't reward me for how I play it. Basically, I seem like my playstyle is just frowned upon. Like, the Guilty Gear style of play just doesn't seem to work in this game. It's better to play like Street Fighter. Like, seriously, like, most of the Street Fighter players destroy me in this game, which is really sad. Like, this is my game. I'm getting destroyed by people that play Street Fighter. Like, it's so frustrating. It's so frustrated with that shit. Genshin, time for a good game. I just think that Guilty Gear players are basically not welcome here. Basically, that's what I honestly believe. The Guilty Gear players are the ones that are not welcome in this game. So, Guilty Gear players have no place in this game. I really believe that. If you play Guilty Gear like religiously, like Exert or XX, you're gonna get your ass whooped in this game, like really hard. Well, I just feel like it shits on Guilty Gear players in general. The game just does not reward Guilty Gear players' playstyle. You know, like I feel like when I fight anybody, it's just like, wow, it's like my shit doesn't work. Like my shit doesn't work. Like I can't pressure people the way I want to. You know, it's literally just why play like that. The game makes me not want to try to do anything because why? What's the point? That's what it feels like. It literally just it really discourages me from even trying. Like I really think the game just shits on my playstyle. Like hey, and then literally I look like a scrub compared to those people. I'm like, man, I'm just coming from somebody who has a huge Guilty Gear background, and I feel like my background doesn't matter at all. It's literally like, wow, yeah, all that shit you know about Guilty Gear, yeah, don't even use any of it. It's completely pointless. Like you're better off not knowing Guilty Gear at all, and you'll probably do better. If you know Guilty Gear, you're gonna do. It's like I feel like that's a negative. Like you shouldn't know Guilty Gear. It's better if you don't know it. Why do you think all the other people that don't play Guilty Gear are the ones that are top players? The Guilty Gear players are the ones that are actually the ones that are the bottom. Like even look at the tournaments, like who's playing in them. It's like Street Fighter players, non-Guilty Gear players. Well, It just feels like it just doesn't really play like Guilty Gear, in my opinion. It really doesn't. In my opinion, it doesn't. It plays like more like a Street Fighter game, in my opinion, than it does a Guilty Gear game. If you took out the roaming cancels, that game would be Street Fighter. In my opinion, like the roaming cancels the only thing that makes the game different. That's the only thing. I think that's the only good mechanic. I think that mechanic is excellent, but everything else is just a step backwards. Like, you have one amazing mechanic, just the most amazing mechanic. It's like, oh my god, it's so fucking good. And then everything else is just mediocre. Everything else is mediocre. Well, I was like, man, why can't the whole thing be good? Again, that's how I feel. I just feel like as a Guilty Gear player, it really does not reward me for being a Guilty Gear player. It's like, basically they tell me, get the fuck out. I'm like, okay. Well, I know I'm not wanted. I'm not saying I want Exert, and I think that's a lot of people think, oh, you just want the same old shit. I'm like, nah, that's not even true. I don't even want Exert. I don't want another Exert. The last thing I want is another Exert. I'm burned out on Exert. Exert's great, but I'm burned out on it. I want something fresh, but I don't know. I just feel the direction that this game went the wrong way. It really went the wrong way. It's going away from Guilty Gear. That's what I feel like. Like, I feel the game doesn't want to be Guilty Gear anymore. It wants to be something else. And that's what bothers me. It just doesn't feel like it has the essence of Guilty Gear. Like, a lot of the... That's just me, though. Yeah, Xrd looks amazing. Xrd's a beautiful game. And it plays beautiful, and it feels nice and snappy. Like, the controls in Xrd feel great. I love how the characters move in that game, and how you can just go bananas in that game. That's what makes it so fun. You have so much expression. In Strive, you don't have any expression. I feel like Strive, it's just everybody feels the same. Like, you play Melia, you've seen every Melia. I don't really see much variation in Melias. I don't see much variation in so bad guys.
Drink. You can't run.
I heard the recent Japan versus US was like, I looked at the rosters like, what the fuck? Like, majority of people in that tournament weren't even Guilty Gear players. It looks like it was all just all over the place. I was like, where's all the Guilty Gear players? Like, where's Nage? Where's Fab? Like those guys just seem like they're falling off the map. That's what I mean. The game just, I'm sorry, but I don't know if you don't see. I'm seeing in the future, Guilty Gear is going to get boring very, very fast. Short term, it's fine, but I think long term, the game is going to die very fast. And if they don't change anything and they just double down and just make it the same with, literally all they just do is add, kind of like Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, that's another game that just fucking died. I think it's the same fate. The game is just gonna fucking just put into oblivion. It's like, well, this game was short-lived. I'm already seeing a drop off in viewership in Guilty Gear already. A lot of people seem to be going back to their old games. Really? I didn't even see Fab there. Okay, maybe I was wrong. I thought Nage was like really bad because Foss is like really bad in this game. Like it's definitely one of Foss' weakest iterations.
Punishment.
But also too, you want to be honest, I don't really think they're having that much fun. They play the game, it just doesn't look like I really in my heart, I don't think they're having fun. I really think when they're playing Guilty Gear Strive, they feel that I think they know that the game is not going to be all that. You know, I have a feeling that they believe the game is going to be short-lived. Like, I don't know, it just didn't seem like their soul was in the game. It really did. From what I saw. I'm gonna start with Justin Wong. He's such a boring tuna. I hate Justin Wong. The way he plays, man, he's such a one-trick pony. He just basically abuses the most safe move. He just hides behind it. Like I've seen him play other fighting games. I'm like, oh my god, he's so boring to watch. He's like watching Mayweather. You watch him and you're just like, fucking hey, putting me to sleep, man. I don't know how people worship you and think you're one of the greatest. Like, you're so boring. You're so boring. That's what I mean. It's like, I feel like my creative expression is denied in the game so hard, where it just makes me not even want to try. It makes me just go, man, what's the point? That's what it feels like. I feel like it kills my expression. There's no creative expression. There's nothing. It all comes down to just doing the same thing like everybody else does. Because that's what works. Because that's all the game lets you do. So it's going to homogenize the game where everybody plays the same. Like, oh, that sounds like a lot of fun. Let's just play like everybody else, because that's exactly what people want. Yeah, exactly. It's like, why even try? Like, I do all this work with Melia, for example. Tons of work with Melia. Little reward. Such ass reward. Where you can get somebody who can just unga bunga soul and beat the shit out of you with a few hits. It's like, what the fuck, man? It's like, you're rewarding people that can put the most minimal effort and just be on the same league as somebody who puts a lot of effort on a character that actually takes skill to use. That's what it feels like. So it's like, okay, well, why should I bother trying to learn the game? Because you reward people that do next to nothing more so than someone who, like me, who wants to try. There's no reason to try. It's like learning a craft, you know. You learn a craft, and then somebody can just literally push a button online and it accomplishes the same goal as you learning the craft. Like, okay, what's the point of learning the craft? There's no point.
Order Kaj.
That's what I mean. It just seems like you do all that work. Like, Chip's one of the few. it just doesn't feel like a very rewarding experience. It really doesn't. It's just for people that don't play fighting games and people that don't play Guilty Gear. I think those people are going to enjoy it the most because they're going to think, "Oh my God, this game is so deep." Like, like I hear a lot of people say that people that are non-Street Fighter, non-Guilty Gear players. Oh man, this is the deepest fighting game I ever have, and I'm looking at them like, man, let me show you a deep fighting game. Like this is kid shit compared to what. The only thing that's hard in Guilty Gear Strive is execution. They make the execution harder, which for doing less. I don't think that helps the game. Exert execution was easier, but it was more complex in its mechanics. I'd rather have the game like that. The execution be a little easier, but you have to. There's more to do, rather than let's give people less to do, but make it harder to do because timings are so difficult. But there's some stuff in Strive that's really strict because of the timing on moves. Like the window is a lot smaller in Strive, like way smaller. And I don't think that's a good thing.
Lights out. Fire is the fire.
Yeah, I agree on that. Exactly. Like Potemkin is a joke. Potemkin's boring too. Potemkin used to be fun. Like I liked Potemkin before, but now he just feels like a big dumb ape. It's just easily exploitable, and he's just lost all his charm. Like he really. Potemkin is really boring in this game. I do not like how Potemkin plays. I was a Potemkin main, and every Potemkin I've played, this is by far his worst and most boring iteration. I've never like he feels so neutered in this game. It's not even funny. Exactly. Why bother? Why bother using Sato when you can just use Soul and beat everybody? Like I don't think that Gaisuke sees what he's doing to his game. He's killing his game. He really is. I don't think he realizes that he's gonna destroy his own game, and how all his Guilty Gear fans are gonna run away. That's what I think's gonna happen. All the Guilty Gear people are gonna run away. He's gonna scare all the Guilty Gear players away. All the people that are gonna remain are all the casuals, Street Fighter players, the non-Guilty Gear people. He's just gonna scare all the Guilty Gear people away, like really hard. And it's like, okay, well, you just killed Guilty Gear. You killed your fan base. No, Exerd. Hey, I liked Exerd. I don't know about you, but I thought Exerd was a great game. I thought Exerd was a fantastic game. It was a worthy addition to the series. I thought it was an amazing game. Had the spirit of Guilty Gear. You can tell it was Guilty Gear still. It still felt like Guilty Gear. Even though, yeah, it didn't have, like, Blue Romans, it didn't have the strict timing, it still felt like Guilty Gear. It had the heart of Guilty Gear. Oh, general sales, yeah. Exerd was the worst selling in the series, by far. It was the worst selling... I think it was the worst selling Guilty Gear of all time. That's pretty bad. But I'm talking about in terms of an actual game. Exerd was a very good Guilty Gear game. I still love it. I still think it's one of the greatest Guilty Gear games. Especially Rev 2. Rev 2 was just off the charts. Yeah, well, they copied Capcom in a lot of ways, to be honest. I mean, you could tell they used Street Fighter as a template for Strive. I mean, the people that made Strive is the Street Fighter Five team. The Street Fighter Five team actually made Guilty Gear's engine, Strive's engine. So why do you think it feels like Guilty? It feels like Street Fighter because it's made by the people that made Street Fighter Five. Yep. No, no. Is it Dimps? I thought Dimps was Street Fighter 4. Was it also Street Fighter 5? Was it also Dimps? I know Street Fighter 4 was Dimps. Yeah. But yeah, I fear for Guilty Gear's future. I really do. I just don't think it's going the right direction. Daisuke may see the numbers and the sales. I'm like, yeah, you're 300,000 sounds good on paper. Let's see how far your game actually gets. I don't think his game's going to get as far as he thinks it is. If he just keeps doubling down on what he's doing. Like I said, I have a feeling he's going to scare a lot of the Guilty Gear players, even people like Fab, I think will disappear. Because they're going to realize that the game is, there's just not much to it. And I think even they'll even start to get bored of it. Because there's no challenge to it. They don't feel rewarded for what they do. That's important to players. Where you have reason to learn. It doesn't feel like there's any reason to learn anything. Why do it? There's no reason to. Made it so piss easy that anybody can do it.
Absorption test. Let me try. Let the show begin.
Yeah, well, it's gonna kill the game. Why do you think, dude? You should have seen how fast I dropped DBZ. I thought was the beginning of the end. That's what I felt when I saw DBZ. I was like, I started to see the change in Arc System Works direction. I was like, what happened? Like, and I'm like, oh no. And then when I saw BB Tag, I was like, oh no. BB Tag was just a joke. I was like, wow, what a piece of shit game. What a joke of a game. Such a boring, just mediocre ass game that has it's a fucking mess of a game. And then it just kept going, and then Grand Blue Fantasy is like, man, this game fucking sucks. Like, why is it? This is a trend. All the games are the same. It's like, fucking stop doubling down on this playstyle shit. My God, stop it. Stop acting like this is what people want. These are what people that don't play fighting do. They don't want to learn. They don't want to try. They just want to win. They don't give a shit about learning. You can't make someone learn if they don't want to learn. But you shouldn't dilute the game just because people don't want to learn. That's their fault. I'd rather the game be too hard and I can't play it. It's like, hey, that's fine. It's just not for me. No, that's nothing wrong with it. But I don't expect people to change the game for me and say, hey, the game should be catered to my ass. It shouldn't be. Nah, that's fine. It's like Virtua Fighter. That game is really fucking hard to play. It's very difficult to master. I don't want them to change it for me. Don't ever change it for me. I'm not that audience, and I never will be that audience. Let it remain what it is. And I respect that. So it's just a shame, dude. It just really is. Like, fighting games have really gone downhill. Just, my God, like, what happened? That's all you can say is just what happened. Why did they become such jokes now?
Animal hyperstasis regulation. Lucky Star. Motion to compare. Shadows of Fate. Incinerate. Down into destiny. Stand clear.
Yeah, I don't know either. Like, Tekken is a lot deeper game, and I'm surprised as much as it lasted. You know, it's a good game. Yeah, it has a. I mean, quality of life wise, it's awful. Netcode, the net play, the lobby system, all that shit is fucking trash. But the game itself is really good. And it rewards you for learning new things. Like, when you get good at Tekken, man, you get good at Tekken. A scrub is not going to be a pro in Tekken. Where in Guilty Gear Strive, a scrub can beat a good player. Just because the nature of the game lets the good player, lets the scrub have a chance against a good player, which is like, okay. So basically, it gives everybody a crutch. So it's almost like putting Mario Party rules in it to balance the game. It's like, oh yeah, you're using the lead? Well, we're gonna fuck him over just because we can. It's like, okay. And it makes me not want to try. Like, when I get perfected by a scrub just because of fucking button mashing and shit, I'm thinking to myself, my God, dude, it's like, what a joke. Like, it's insulting, you know? Because you see, like, and the thing is, you can see which player is the one is the button masher and which is the one that's actually trying to learn. And the ones that try to learn are usually the ones getting their ass kicked. So, like, I'm sitting down and actually trying to, you know, learn the different things in the game, and I'm just like, okay, but I realize there's not much to it, so why learn? Oh, all this cool stuff. Why? Why do it? What is the point of doing it? So I just feel like the minority don't like. I think a lot of people look at the game and they're just so entranced by it, and I kind of see through it. And I feel like I'm alone. Like a lot of people don't share my opinion. A lot of people just look at me like, "Oh, you're just bad at." Like a lot of people, I hate when people say that. "Oh, you're just bad at fighting games. That's why you don't like it. You're just terrible." And of course, that's always the go-to response for most people as their defense. That's terrible. Yeah, that fucking the check-in system is fucking trash. Like the loading time on the game is fucking awful. Like what the fuck is up with that? Taking 10 minutes, five, well, not 10 minutes, 3 minutes to just start the game up. It's like knock it off. Why do you do that? It's bad. Like nobody likes that. Stop it. It's irritating as shit, man. Oh, of course I do, because Japan. God forbid we don't make us check into a US server. But Japan doesn't like that. Not thinking too smart in terms like that. It's like not very smart thinking. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things that Guilty Gear Strive does wrong. There's some things that Guilty Gear Strive does right, but there's a lot of things that Guilty Gear Strive does wrong. More so than people admit. But yeah, I feel that Guilty Gear Strive is going to die quicker than people think. Oh man, it's gonna last for you. No, it's not. Stop kidding yourself. The game is not going to have the longevity like Exert. Exert actually had a really long lifespan. Exert lasted, I think when Rev 2 came out, 3 years? 3 years, like Exert, Rev 2 was like really hot on the radar. Like, and people kept learning stuff, and you saw so much character variety in Exert. Like, it was actually entertaining to watch people play Exert because everybody played different in that game. Like, you played, one person play one character and they play another, and another person play the same character. It's just, man, it was such a different style of game. They would really play different. And it felt unique when you watch someone play, or even when you played the game yourself. You felt like you were you. You were that, like, your version of Kai you were that Kai. I was, that's my Kai Kisuke. That's not, oh, that's the template Kai Kisuke. No, that's my Kai Kisuke. I play like that. I'd rather watch Marlon Pie play Surd. Not Strive. I'm sorry, when I watch people play Strive, it's not fun to watch. I'll be honest, I feel like when you watch people play Strive, it's boring. It's super boring. Like, even high-level play looks boring. Yeah, Zerdino is fucking disgusting. Scary shit, man. Yeah, no, that's no joke, man. Fucking Zerd is scary. But I can respect it. You know what I mean? I respect it. When I get my ass kicked in Xrd by, let's control. But yeah, when I get my ass kicked in Xrd, it was because those guys are really good. Not because oh, that's all the game has to offer and anybody can do it. No, when you fought a good player in Xrd, you knew you were playing a good player. When you fight a good player in Strive, it doesn't feel like anything special. It really doesn't. It really doesn't. Yeah. I like. Yeah. It just doesn't feel like anything interesting when I'm playing. I feel like I'm just following a template. I'm playing like somebody else's Melia. Like, what's his name? Lord Shadow or whatever his name. I forgot the best Melia player in the world that's American or whatever. I forgot his name. Lord Knight or whatever. I just feel like my Melia is just a copy of his Melia. It's literally just, oh, I'm just Lord Knight template. That's what it feels like. It really feels that way. Everything I do, Lord Knight does. It's like, oh, we both play the same. Yay. And obviously people are going to be like, oh, you're just following a Lord Knight's template. You're using the Lord Knight Emilia. Like, that makes me feel like shit. It really does. Like, it makes me just want to throw the controller down. Just, you know what? I don't want to be compared to somebody else. Like, I just, oh, it's like, I don't like that. I'm not a copy. And I feel like that's what I am, though. The game makes you feel like a copy of somebody else. Like when you play Mei, oh, it's Justin Wong's Mei. He's the best Mei in the world. So when you play Mei, you're playing Justin Wong's Mei. So when you're doing the right stuff, it's because Justin Wong's Mei. That's what it feels like to me. But ultimately, that's the problem I have with the game. I just feel like my expression does not matter. My expression doesn't mean shit. Why even bother? Why even try? So, I'm living in somebody's shadow constantly when I'm playing the game. I will never be, H. Galleon. Like, you see, when I played Xrd, my character was like, I'm the H. Galleon jam. Like, people would know my jam. And they would just be like, hey, oh, I know, that's H. Galleon's jam. I know how he plays. And people would, like, kind of look up to you because they realize, like, oh, man, you create your own style. And, I'm not Teresa's jam. Teresa is different than my jam. My jam is a completely different beast than his. See, in Xrd, I felt good. I was that jam. I was like, yeah, that's me. If I went to tournaments, people would be like, I know they would say, oh man, it's H. Galleon's jam. No, it's me. And that feels good. You feel accomplished. You feel kind of prideful in knowing that you're your own person. Instead of just homogenizing everything and just making everybody the same. Oh, we don't want to make anybody feel unfair, so we got to make sure we leave in the playing field so everybody plays the same. Then everything gets boring. Yeah, you look on me, like you type in H. Galleon Jam, you'll find me on YouTube. I was a pretty hot item for a while. Remember when I made the first jam combo video, I was like huge numbers on my stream. Like people, like my video blew up really fast. Same thing with biking. I did my biking combo video. I did my I did Answer. I did May. I did Potemkin. It felt good, man. It felt like, man, those are my characters. You know, that's how I play them. I enjoyed that a lot. But yeah, there's none of that exists in Strive. None of that exists. There's no... Like, I feel even when Jam comes out, I'm just going to be just like every other Jam. I'm not going to be the Jam. I'm not going to be my Jam. You know, I'm just going to be probably in Teresa's shadow. Or I'm just, oh, look, it's Teresa's Jam. Like, I'm not Teresa. Got nothing against the guy. I'm just saying I'm not Teresa, though. Jam's coming back. Jam is confirmed, is in the data files. She's for sure been be Season 1 character. But don't be surprised if Jam is just neutered to all hell. And she's really boring. I'm not going to be surprised if they make Jam really boring. She's probably going to lose a lot of her moves. A lot of her tools are going to be gone. So, and that's my favorite character. I love Jam to death. She's my favorite character. Potemkin was my second. But yeah, I ain't gonna lie, Potemkin is just a shadow of his former self. He's just big, a good book of damage, and he went to like Zangief level. I mean, even Zangief isn't boring. He just really feels like he's just lost a lot of his like uniqueness that makes him such a great character, and now he feels like just a shell.
Absorption test. Delve into don't break my glasses. Stand clear.
Yeah, I'm like, you lost Final Atomic Buster. I'm like, they put that dumb triple German suplex. I'm like, what the fuck? It's like his Final Atomic Buster is such a trademark move. And him losing it just doesn't feel like youth anymore. So I just don't know sometimes. These people, these decisions these companies make, and they think they're good ideas and they're not. Ultimately, I just think ultimately, obviously they care about money more than anything. They're like, oh, what's going to make a ton of money? We don't care about the longevity of the game. We just care about what's going to make a ton of money. You know, the short term. Most companies think short term nowadays. They don't think long term. They don't think about legacy. They don't think about, they think about what's the most we can make in the shortest amount of time with the most minimal amount of effort. Short term is the way to go in terms of business. Strive will be great for... Yeah, exactly. Oh, what a joke. Talk about just shitting all over BlazBlue like that. Oh, let's just make it a gacha game. Like, oh, fuck, man. Fucking hell, dude. That is such a disrespect to that series. It shows how much you don't care about it. You just care about money. Capitalizing on the IP, hoping that a bunch of millions of suckers buy it. It's like, oh my god. It also makes you wonder how dumb people are. It really makes you wonder, are a lot of the people that like Guilty Gear Strive not very intelligent or something? Or make you seem like, or they really just don't care about fighting games? And I wonder, how many of those people really don't give a fuck about fighting games or give a fuck about Guilty Gear. They only playing it just because everybody else is doing it. Oh man, Guilty Gear Strive's amazing because, you know, so-and-so famous person plays it. And he's really good at it. Even though this guy has no history of fighting games. No history of, like, anything. No background. It's like, really? It's like, that'd be like Markiplier being one of the best Guilty Gear Strive players. And I mean, I like Markiplier. He's a funny guy. That'd be like him playing Guilty Gear Strive and say, oh, he's the best, you know, so-and-so player in the world. He's the best soul bad guy in the world. Like, this guy doesn't play fucking fighting games.
Another test subject.
Maximilian, like, yeah, I like Maximilian a lot. He's a cool dude. Like, I met the guy in real life, actually. He's a really cool dude. I got nothing against Maximilian. He's a pretty smart guy. You know, but in terms of his fighting game skill, he's not good. He's not very good. But he dominates in Guilty Gear Strive. But he also plays Unga Bunga characters. He likes Soul, so he destroys people with Soul. But that's not saying much. It's like, oh, Max has the best soul in the world. I'm like, that's not saying much. It's really not.
Another test subject.
But that's how it feels like with the games now. It's just literally just, oh, look at me, I'm the best at it, and I didn't have to hardly play at all. Yeah, and they're dominating, and I hate seeing them getting so much results with that character. Like you see, like, oh, look, when I see Maximilian play, he doesn't lose much. Like, and then I'm like losing like crazy, and I'm like, yeah, I can see how this is really fair. Like, I'm the guy who plays fighting games. I play Guilty Gear, especially. Maximilian doesn't even have that much of a Guilty Gear. He doesn't have much of a Guilty Gear background. And yeah, he's better at Guilty Gear than I am. That baffles me. How is Maximilian better at Guilty Gear than I am? What's up, Samurai? How you doing? I haven't watched Destroyed Mode, no. But I think the reason why he plays Strive so much is because he produces a lot of results. He's good at it, and also the fact that he's, you know, he's loved. I mean, that we can't deny. He's very loved in the fighting game community, which I totally understand why, and I like the guy too. So, but when it comes to his fighting game prowess, especially with Guilty Gear, I wouldn't say he's the Guilty Gear expert, but he's going to be treated like an expert because he's good at Strive. I don't know, it just feels artificial, where he's getting all that praise and all that glory because of the game allowing him to do that. Like, I don't know, it just feels like the game crutches him for sure, and it produces results for him. The story is better than the gameplay. I think anything's better than the gameplay, Samurai. I think everything about Guilty Gear Strive is good except the gameplay. You know, but that's the same thing with Grand Blue Fantasy Versus. Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, great graphics, great characters, great music, you know, awesome voice acting. Fucking terrible gameplay. It's just, that seems to be the thing. DBZ is the same way. DBZ is just, oh man, characters, you know, graphics, music, all that shit, awesome. Gameplays, shit. Cross tag battles, same thing. Everything's good except the gameplay, which is shit. What a shame. What a shame. That's all I can say. What a shame. Gameplay is by far the worst. I think the gameplay is the worst. Is the worst part of Guilty Gear Strive, in my opinion. The netcode is good when it works. I mean, yeah, the lobby system isn't great. You know, if you're saying as a whole, yeah, it's okay. The netcode itself is good. When it works good. But as far as the gameplay, yeah, it's by far Strive's weakest point. What's up, hey, Bankster? How you doing? Yeah, I hope Melty Blood is gonna be the savior. I'm really betting the farm. I really betting the farm on Melty Blood. Because Melty Blood type Lumina looking amazing. I was like, I saw the video. I was like, yeah, it looks fucking sick. I was like, I hope it's good. I hope it's good. Like, I think all the Guilty Gear players are gonna run over to Melty Blood. I really believe that. I don't think. Oh, that's good, you know, Vaxter. Good to hear you got vaccinated. That's good. I think all the Guilty Gear players are gonna run to Melty Blood. I can tell you that with 100% certainty. Guilty Gear players are gonna be like, later, Guilty Gear, I'm gonna go play a good anime fighting game. I think so. Especially if it has rollback netcode. It's got rollback netcode, and it's hopefully the gameplay is not neutered. That's the biggest thing. We don't know if the gameplay is going to be neutered to all hell.
It's a daredevil.
Yeah, I did the same thing, Vankster. I called sick for 2 days when I got the vaccine. Because I started to feel sick. Yeah, there's a new Melty Blood. Have you not seen it? You not seen it, Vankster? I could show it to you. Give me a second. I'll show you. I'm almost done with my dailies. No, it's a brand new game. Oh yeah, Maximilian played Melty Blood. Oh man. I think Maximilian would get his ass royally kicked on Melty Blood. I don't think Maximilian would stand a prayer in that game. He would rage quit so hard. I can picture him just being like, fuck this game. Like, oh my god, it's so much bullshit. And I'm like, yeah, Obama. Yeah, Obama's definitely. Obama hates Strive. Obama's like anti-Strive, dude. Giuna's like pro-Strive, and then Obama's like anti-Strive. I don't blame how he feels. I mean, I understand where Giuna's coming from. I talked, you know, Giuna's alright. He's a cool guy. Really, the Brett? I thought the Brett would be pro-Strive. He likes Street Fighter games. He plays Kohima Inbu. And that game is like Super Street Fighter. So I figured he would have loved Strive. Well, yeah, well, that's not my fault. He didn't want to learn. You know, it's like, learn the game. It takes time to learn. It takes time to learn. Zerd is not an easy game to learn. Zerd takes a lot of time to learn. Especially if you're a non-Guilty Gear veteran, you're going to have a hard time learning it. Because there's so much to learn.
Catches your eye.
I'll show you. Alright, we're done. We're done here. I already did all my dailies. Oh, let me give me a second, Vatser. I'll show you the video. Let me finish up my Serenity Pod and I'll show you.
Would you care to sit?
You ever?
Yeah, I believe that. Guilty Gear Strive is definitely a Street Fighter wannabe. It wants to be Street Fighter 5. You know, it's basically like, oh please, let me become Street Fighter so I can get all the monies. We need to make sure we cater to that audience because they're the only audience that matters in fighting games. I'll show you the. Let me look at the video. Give me a second. Show you the video. Yeah, you can see it. I will show you, good sirs.
夜はまだ終わっていなかった。
予定に入っていなかったけど、死にたいのなら相手になってあげる。あら、そんなすぐにちぎれない。なら、あなたが断る我が手は死の代行なり、逃れることはできないと知りなさい。冬から思わず踏みつぶしてしまいそう。人知れず哀れに消える準備もできていて、僭越ながらお相手いたします。外国犠牲流ご奉仕推奨派、この放棄に消えるものなし、大反省。合唱本気だし。
あんまり動くと貧血になるんでね。この辺りで失礼するよ。
Yeah, I'm definitely picking this game up day one. I want to get into this game. It looks amazing. It really looks amazing. Like, visually, it's a stunning looking game.
A big loss. A big dinner.
It's a stunning looking game. Like, the animations look so fucking good. So clean. It's like, what? That looks beautiful. So it still feels like Melty Blood, just HD. I've never read the Tsukimi novel. No. I wouldn't mind, though. I mean, Tsukimi is a pretty interesting series. But now you know what Melty Blood and why I'm getting all excited about. I'm aware of it. I mean, I just haven't got into it. Oh yeah, 4 days, guys. 4 days till my game comes out. I'm gonna come back again for another round. You guys ready for some ease? Comes out in 4 days, guys. 4 days. 4 days till it comes out. I'm so happy. I'm gonna be playing this again. We're coming back, boys. We're coming back for Steam release. 4K goodness. Yeah, this is definitely I'm gonna be playing this when it comes up. I want to beat it again on the highest difficulty. Got this to look forward to, Melty Blood. There's a couple other games coming out. Yeah, Strive is pretty much just on the back burner. Until they fix Strive and make it better and add characters I care about, I just don't have a reason to play it anymore. Every time I play it, I just get upset. I'll be honest, it just pisses me off. Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't. That's how I feel. Like, man, it's like what a good-looking piece of shit. That's what Guilty Gear Strive feels like. It's like, man, it's so good-looking. It's so. This sounds awesome. The music's awesome. Why does this game play like shit? That's what it feels like, man. That's what it feels like, dude. It just feels like it plays like shit. Like, what a joke, man. It's amazing how you can put so much work into all these other things and just fuck it up on the gameplay so hard. Like, God, man, like, how does that even happen, man? How does that even fucking happen? Hey, I'm gonna be playing this tomorrow. My friend really likes this game. This game seems pretty amazing. I heard it's short, but my friend really recommends it. He said it's really damn good. So I'm probably gonna be playing and streaming this tomorrow. He bought me a copy for like as a gift, so I'll be checking this out tomorrow. I've been meaning to play it. It looks amazing. So I have to check and see how this game is. It looks like a fun like Metroidvania. Yeah, I have a feeling all the Guilty Gear players are going to run to Melty Blood. I think all the major ones will, because they're going to want a challenge. I think the casual Guilty Gear players will stay with Strive. Yeah, that I do agree with. I think all the Street Fighter players are going to run back to Street Fighter 5 very shortly. You're going to see a huge drop off in numbers when they realize like a lot of the people from the Street Fighter players are all going to run to 5 and say, "Oh, 5's a better game." Ouch. You know, it's sad when they Street Fighter 5 is a better game than Strive. That's sad. Let's talk about aiming low. That's talk about aiming low. That's low, man. We want to be just like Street Fighter 5 because that's what everybody loves that game. So let's make our game very similar to it so everybody plays it. And then they'll forget about you and go back to Street Fighter. Yeah, that's plus R though. I mean, plus it's cool that plus R is around, but still, it's like the fact that you have to go back to an old game to enjoy it. Why can't the new game be good? You know, I'm not asking for too much. Why can't the new game be good? Simple question. Be right back. I'm gonna get something to drink. Be right back. Sorry about that. Ugh, I had to get something to drink. Just get thirsty. Oh yeah, I believe it. I think Guilty Gear Strive sales are probably the all-time low in Japan. I think Japan, as a majority, does not like Strive. That I agree with. I think the majority of Guilty Gear players, the majority of Japanese players, do not like Strive. That I do agree with. And, you know, like I said, I just hope Daisuke realizes that he's making a big mistake. I think he's honestly, he's going to see a lot of his fans just see them disappear. And he's gonna be like, oh, like, what happened to all my fans? Like, what happened to all the Guilty Gear fans? It's like, you fucking shit on the game. You changed it for the worst. You changed it knowing that you're gonna throw away all your Guilty Gear fans, majority of them. You're gonna throw them away in the trash. You're gonna scare all the players off and just be like, what the fuck, man? I hope he realizes that. I hope he realizes the damage he's gonna cause, like what he's doing. Because, you know, we're gonna see the end of Guilty Gear a lot faster than he thinks. Like I said, it's good for the short term, but the long term, I think the future is very, very shaky right now. Because if Daisuke literally just doubles down and just keeps doing the same shit and doesn't change anything, he just basically, let's just make it more simple and make sure people don't feel bad when they're playing it. You know, we want to make sure they feel their hands are held so they can feel like they feel special when they play our game. You keep doing that more and more. You keep doing that. Yeah, you keep doing that. We'll see what happens. You'll see what happens to your game when it dies. And you wonder why. No, you're basically just killing aspiration at that point. You're basically saying there's nothing to aspire towards in our game. Because you make the ceiling so low and the entry bar so low not only do you make the ceiling bar low, you make the entry bar low. So the ceiling comes down as a result. Oh yeah, there's a ton of fighting game player snowflakes. I think they need to be catered to in every way, shape, or form. They don't see like the long-term damage like it's going to cause. Like I said, Guilty Gear Strive for a fact is going to hurt. And again, I wouldn't be surprised if Guilty Gear Strive just dies. We'll probably see it within 6 months. It's probably going to meet the same fate that Grand Blue Fantasy Versus met. Grand Blue Fantasy Versus. The only reason why the main reason why it's dead is because of the bad netcode. But I don't even think good netcode can save Strive. It'll save it for a little bit. But ultimately, I think the long term, I think Strive is going to hurt. Good netcode or not. I mean, bad netcode combined with that would have killed the game even faster. But the only reason why the game is floating is the netcode's good. If Strive came out in bad netcode, I bet you that game would have been dead in a month. That game would have died so hard. Daisuke would have been like, oh my fucking god, Guilty Gear's dead. So, yeah, the netcode is honestly the game's crutch. Like, that's the only selling point the game has. Oh, we got good netcode. You like our game because it has good netcode. That's the only thing holding the game up. You take that away, game is nothing. Nobody would play it. Well, the people that like fighting games wouldn't play it. But as far as like casuals, you know, they just go wherever popular people play because they want to be part of the crowd. Oh, look, it's famous celebrity plays it from. Oh, look, the best Smash player turned in the world player plays it. Oh, look, Justin Wong plays it. You know, it's just a bunch of, like all the Guilty Gear vets aren't even the ones that really are the face of the game. It's all the non Guilty Gear players are the face of the game. You can just tell. I mean, like I said, look how I feel like the Guilty Gear players are just being tossed to the curb. They don't matter anymore. Yeah, it's possible. Yeah, Daisuke could have been fired if he would have fucked up the netcode. I think he would have been fired. And Guilty Gear would have been dead. Guilty Gear would have guaranteed be like, yep, game's dead. I'm done with the series. Like, I'm never going to make another one. It's just sad, you know. I mean, I just think you're either going to kill it fast or you're going to kill it slow. Obviously, he's killing it slow. Yeah, we'll see what happens, I guess. I mean, all I can do right now is just hope Daisuke changes things for the better. I'm not going to be surprised if he doesn't change anything. If he just literally again, it just becomes Grand Blue Fantasy versus where we're just going to keep adding characters and not change anything. Or keep making the game worse. Because Grand Blue Fantasy Versus got worse over time. The game is literally, I think, the lowest point it's ever been. Nobody plays it. Nobody cares about the DLC characters. Main reason because the netcode is ass. But yeah, that game bores me to tears, man. I played that game. I bought that game day one. I refunded that shit so fast. I refunded that game so fast. It's like, this game fucking sucks. I was talking bad about it on YouTube. Did a review of it, and I just ripped it apart. And I was just like... Yeah, I got a lot of people hating on me, like, oh, you're just bad at games, you know. Oh, you're dumb, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, man, I hate that response from people. It's always, I'm either bad at fighting games or I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Always one of those two things. Always that shit. Like, fuck, man. Yeah, the RPG mode, what a joke. I really thought the RPG mode was going to be cool. It was going to be like, what do you call it? Dragon's Crown. If it was like Dragon's Crown, that shit would have been so fun. But no, it's just a fucking shitty-ass beat-em-up game. It reminds me of Little Witch Academia. Like, that's a god-awful beat-em-up game. Jesus, God is a god-awful. What a joke to the series. Like, I love Little Witch Academia. And that game is a total disgrace to that show. It's like, fuck, man. God, fuck these developers, man. They don't know what the hell they're doing sometimes. Stop making games. Seriously, just stop. Rather than just not make anything, to be honest. If you're gonna make shit, don't even make anything. Don't even bother. Yeah, exactly. It's just like, don't even try, man. Like, I'd rather you not even try. You know, there's some great games out there. Don't get me wrong. There's some good shit coming out. You know, there don't. It's not like there's all bad games. Trust me, there's some fantastic games coming out. You know, I got a lot of games that I'm actually looking forward to. Maybe not on the same level as I was with Strive. Strive was like huge for me. You know, Freedom Planet 2, that's definitely one of my top highlights. Let's see. Forsaken Castle, whenever that comes out. Let's see. Yeah, I wouldn't even buy this game for $6. Even though I like the series, I just can't stand the game. I'll buy it for $1. Just be like, oh, I got it. I'm never gonna play it because the game sucks. Oh, yeah, this is free on PlayStation 5. I need to play this game. I heard this game's pretty good. Let's see. Still haven't played this game, The Missing. Let's see. What else am I looking forward to? Oh, yeah, that horror game. That horror game I played. What was it called? Oh, yeah, I gotta finish this game. I forgot. I gotta finish Pheromonium. This game's really fucking good. Highly recommend Pheromonium. This game's really, really good. It's a fun, depressing Metroidvania. It's really, really damn good. I was really impressed with it. Yeah, Chris Tales, it comes out this month. This game looks really good. Shinden, I don't know when this is coming out. See. I'm still looking. Oh yeah, Bright Memory Infinite. Definitely gotta play this game. This game looks lit as shit. That game looks super fucking lit. Yeah, The Last Faith looks really good. Let's see, 9. I still want to play the DLC for this game. This game's so much fun. I love Zombie Army. Game is so much fun. It's one of my favorite zombie games. Tales of Arise. Hope that game's good. We'll see. I'm gonna keep an eye on it. Oh, no, yeah. My game's down to $2. Should probably pick that up. The game's pretty good. It's a good game. Unbeatable's really fun. That game's really fucking fun. Lost Ruins was okay. Like, it has problems. Good game. It's okay though. Needs work. Tormented Souls, that's the one. This game's fucking awesome. I love this game. This game's gonna be. I hope this game's really good. That game, I love the demo. Enjoyed it so much. I was like, this looks promising. This looks promising. It's like Resident Evil 4. Resident Evil, like, HD Part 1 or Code Veronica. Really, really good. Let's see. Yeah, that was it. Mostly, that's all I'm looking forward to so far. Grotesque Beauty. Grotesque Beauty. I said, there's some good games, you know? There are some good ones. It's just, you just have to look for them, you know? They do exist. Oh, Muse Dash. Muse Dash? Dude. The second anniversary update. I had just small stuff. Nothing major. Yeah, that was the last. That's the one I was talking about. That was the one I was talking about. I beat it already. I was talking about this game, dude. This one, Lost Ruins. Remember? Remember I was playing this? I mean, it's a good game, but it has a lot of problems. Yeah, it's good, but there's a lot of stuff I would fix with it. The effects and animations are amazing. Like, it's a beautiful game. Music's pretty good. But I don't like the combat. The combat feels sluggish. I like Resident Evil 4 more. I like Code Veronica, though. Yeah, if you're gonna buy Guilty Gear, buy everything but Strive. Like, Strive isn't worth the money. I wouldn't spend $60 on Strive. If I would have known I was gonna feel like this when the game came out, I would have just skipped Strive. I would have completely not avoided buying it. I would have just waited for it to go on sale for cheap. Wait it to be go down like $20 and then maybe pick it up then. But yeah, just this is one of those things like, yeah, just buy the other games. If you never played other Guilty Gear, play the other games. You'll enjoy those more. Well, I think you would. Yeah, Zerd's on sale. I think you can get like Accent Core Plus cheap. I think they're all cheap right now. So worth getting. Still need to play Blasphemous with what's her name? Blasphemous with Miriam. I still haven't played that yet. Still need to play it. And it's on sale. It's on sale. Ooh, Axiom Verge. Good game, by the way. Axiom Verge is amazing. Excellent Metroid style game. I have a lot of Metroidvanias. I have a lot of them. Yeah, I do have a lot of these games. Jeez. I got a shit ton of them. Accent Core, you like Accent Core Reload? You like Accent Core Plus more? I understand. A lot of people like Accent Core the most. Because it's the most flexible Guilty Gear. It's definitely a very difficult game to learn. But you can do a lot of shit in it. I think Accent Core Plus has a lot of crazy shit. Exert has a lot of crazy shit too, just in a different way. Yeah. Any new Toho games? And just DLC. Dungeon of Lewd Creatures. It's like a hentai game. Oh yeah, that's a dog. It's a porno game. Yep. Yeah, we can't show that. It's a porno game. Don't show that, it's got titties. Titties. Game sucks. Good looking game. Fucking has terrible controls. Don't play it. It looks amazing. Fucking plays like shit. Yeah, well, kind of like that, yeah, like Strip Fighter. Yeah, it's one of those games where she plays, and the more she gets hit, the more her clothes come off, and then when she loses, you know, the monsters rape her. And you get to see, like, the sex scenes. I'm just like, yeah, can't be showing that on stream. I mean, I don't mind it. I enjoy it. But not something very stream appropriate. Get in trouble for that shit. Still need to beat Cleo too. Cleo was good. Cleo was a cute little game. Yeah, I still got a good amount of games I still have not beat yet. I gotta go back and beat them. You know, I have a lot of stuff on my back burner I still have not finished. These are like 8 games or so I have not finished, and I need to. I need to finish these games. Just got so many games to play. It's also being in the mood. I think that's the biggest problem, is just being in the mood. You got to be in the mood. I will say too, one thing I'd say about Guilty Gear, the artwork, man. Strive is the most boring artwork. Look how boring Strive looks compared to the other artworks. Like you look at Reload, artwork like, oh man, it looks sick. Look at Exert, it's still like, oh man, it looks like Guilty Gear. Oh, Rev 2 looks amazing. And then you look at Strive, it looks so boring. It looks so plain compared to the other one. Like, there's so much style here. Like, even the character select screen, I like the interface. There's so much style. And you look at this game, it's like, what the fuck? Why is everything so simple? Overly simplification, man. Like, fuck, man. There's, like, God, that's annoying. Like, every other Guilty Gear looks amazing, and then you look at Strive, it's the most boring fucking interface and logo. It's like, wow, there's no substance to it. Guilty Gear Strive logo gets an F. I mean, that's kind of hard, but basically it's just average. You just look at it, it's okay. Yeah, it looks boring. I don't like the way it looks. It looks so plain. Like you look at all the other ones, it looks amazing. It just really comes at you. It's like, oh man, this looks hype as shit. So much styles. So much like it looks cool, you know? And you look at Strive, it's just like basic bitch. Like anybody can do this. It's like basic Photoshop shit. Like I said, it looks so cool, you know? And you look at like the visuals, screenshot, artwork. Yeah, you just look at the game itself, like character select screen. Just looks really rocking. Models just have a lot of charm. Like, it just looks amazing, you know? You look at this shit, I think that looks sick. I'm sorry, you put shit like that next to Strive, and this looks like a million times better. It's not even in the same league in terms of how stylish this looks. I'm sorry, but Strive looks so boring compared to Xrd. Xrd is just gleaming with personality. And honestly, you want me to be honest, Xrd still looks fucking amazing. Like, you look at Xrd, even by today's standards, like, Xrd is still a really pretty game. It really is. Like, Xrd does not look ugly. Personally, I'll be honest, I prefer Xrd style better. I think Xrd's more appealing. Just as visually, how everything looks. It feels more anime, it feels more traditional Guilty Gear. It has so much personality. It's like there's some things I don't like about Xrd. Like some of the textures are really low res, which is kind of shitty. Yeah, it looks sick though. It's just like you could tell there's so much work went into the game. You know, so much work. Seriously, I mean, honestly, at this point, I would just want them to like update Exerd. You know, maybe put like proper like 4K support, update the textures so they're cleaner. You know, the backgrounds and some like the models themselves are fine, but like there's a lot of things they could touch up and just put rollback netcode, and people would probably play this game. Like it's just like people would legit play this. Just because it has good netcode and the game is still very appealing to play. What? Best Guilty Gear girl? Oh, Jam's my number one. That's my baby girl. Jam. I like a lot of like Dizzy's really pretty. Dizzy's like a cutie. May's cute. I like Jacko a lot. Amethyll's cute. Like all the girls in Guilty Gear are pretty attractive. Or cute in some way. Like I don't find any of the Guilty Gear girls unattractive. They're very pretty. Titties. I love the titties. Bridget. Fucking picture. That's awesome. Yeah, like I said, it's got a lot of awesome. Like I said, it's sort of such a great game. I just wish I mean, I wish like I said, if they could just update it, put better netcode, and fix some of the visual glitches, like the visual like not being so low res. Because there's some stuff in here that looks really bad. Like you look at some of the low res textures, they look really bad. Like the models themselves are gorgeous. It's just some of the textures, man. They're just like, ugh. It looks, especially when you look at it 4K and you start seeing how blurry it looks and some stuff. Like if they could just fix those little things and just add rollback, I would be like, this is like the ultimate Guilty Gear. Zappa. Good old Zappa. Yeah, just so many things that this game does right. And the girls. Models look so good. Like, I'm sorry, but they look so good for how old this game is. Like, it still looks amazing. It's definitely art. But, yeah. Guilty Gear Strive, you will never reach Exerd's levels. I'm sorry. You could never be as good as Exerd. Sorry, you just never could. I don't care. I don't think there's anything Strive could do to make it as good as Exerd. I just don't think it could do anything. There's no hope. It'd have to take one drastic turn if Guilty Gear Strive is going to become something amazing. But I just don't see it happening. I think it's a lost cause. That ain't gonna happen. They even said they don't want the old Gatlings back. They said they want to keep it the same. Because, we want people to make sure they make a careful decision what button they press. I'm like, that doesn't seem to fucking matter because a lot of people just button mash anyway. And some characters you literally can just bash with and beat people. And just do the most basic shit and then fucking destroy people. So I don't even think Gatlings would fix anything. I really don't think Gatlings would do shit. It's more than just Gatlings, dude. It needs a lot of shit changed. Gatlings is one part of it. They gotta increase the speed of the moves, dude. Everything feels so sluggish in the game. I really hate how everything feels like it's just slow. Every fucking move feels so fucking slow. Even with the fast characters, it feels slow. Like, you feel like Melia when she's doing her strings, it's just like, god damn, her fucking kicks are so slow. Like, like, what the fuck is that? She's supposed to be like the queen of speed. And she feels so slow in this game. The only thing that's fast about her is the movement. The movement's fairly fast. But the actual speed of the moves is all fucking slow. This is retarded slow. It's counterintuitive. I don't know, counterproductive. It's just it's contrasting. Like, you want fast movement, then you make moves slow. Guilty Gear's always been about speed. And it just doesn't feel as fast as it should be. Personally, I think pressure needs to be more rewarded. Like, I think, like, a lot of stuff is not jump cancelable, which sucks. You can't jump cancel a lot of moves anymore. And I don't know if it's because of the combo system, but a lot of stuff it just feels like, oh, I always have to use this move to jump cancel to extend my pressure. And even then, you can't really do too much anyway. It's like, oh, look, Melia jump cancels. You can jump cancel with kick or slash. Up close. That's it. Can't jump cancel anything else. She used to be able to jump cancel, I think forward P. Or no, it was P. No, P she could jump cancel. She could jump cancel ducking hard slash. She could jump cancel, what else? I think for hard slash, I think also could be jump canceled. But just like so many moves cannot be jump canceled. And they need to make air combos a little bit more fun. Air combos feel so boring now. And a lot of times they're not even worth doing. There's only a couple characters that can really do air combos just because of the way the game plays. And it's just like, oh my god, where are the air combos? Why is Dust boring? Dust is so boring now. Dust is just, hey, look, launch up in the air or do this set rotation. And then that's it. An ender. Always an ender. It just feels so cookie cutter, template form. It's just a template. I hate template bullshit. You make everything a template. Stop making every character follow a template. It makes it very homogenous. It makes it fucking stale. Yeah, that's air combos is P into like a special move. That's your combo. Let's do jump jab into jab into a special move. Because that's all you can do. Alright, well, Flashy Flash, Samurai, thanks for watching, Raiden, and Bankster. It's already 4:30, I need to get some sleep. So, I'm tired. I'll be back tomorrow. Like I said, I'll probably be playing Ender Lilies. Get started on that game, and then play Genshin afterwards. And then, I'll probably be starting around 8 o'clock, hopefully, tomorrow. Alright, Raiden. Same to you, man. Good seeing you. So I'll be streaming tomorrow all the way up to. I got to go back to work Tuesday, so I'll be streaming the next 3 days, like probably fairly long hours. So, but we'll keep in touch. Like I said, don't worry, I'm still around, so I'm not going anywhere. So, anyways, guys, let me get some rest. I need to sleep in for a bit. I'm really tired. I've been so busy this week. I've been just moving and a lot of shit going on. So, but tomorrow we'll play Ender Lilies, and then maybe Saturday I may go back to Pheromonium. I think like I said, I'm done with Guilty Gear Strive. I don't want to look at the game. I'm forcing myself to play it, and I'm not enjoying it. So, like, I'm trying to be like, oh, I'm trying to give it a chance. I'm like, I already know I don't like the game, so it's boring. So, I don't think anything's gonna change my mind until I get another character or until they actually start changing gameplay. I really don't think my mind's gonna change right now. So, but anyways, you guys have a good one. See you guys later. Take care. Good night.